installed it himself, or I go and install it for him, but tending it, itineraries does not give him time to be around. In that case, such plants will grow to become a nuisance. It will grow to become a nuisance in that it will be accommodating insects, mosquitoes, pests, such as even snakes. It will become a threat to the home. My brother, at that point, it will be forced to be removed. So tending is a very, very important part that both the horticulturist and the client must consider before the choice of plants or any form of planting. Grasses, potted plants, tree plants, economic plants, even our trees, when we don't prune them, they become something else.
For people who don't have time, okay, to actually tend their garden,
yes,
would you advise hiring someone to do that? Not necessarily an horticulturist.
For people who don't have time tending their gardens, as long as they don't just stop by the roadside to buy any plants, they speak to a horticulturist. That is consultation. When they speak to a horticulturist, I know of plants that if you plant it today, in another 30 years, you won't have need for pruning. And it will be there, doing very well. In another 10-15 years, you won't have to touch it. 30 years, it won't even have grown into as tall as I am today.
And it will still be as
oh my God, very healthy plant. The aesthetics, the beauty, everything would be intact. So we call them dwarf plants.
Okay.
So upon interaction, which is either direct inspection or indirect inspection. Direct inspection is when we are able to visit the site. Indirect inspection is when we are not able to visit the site, but we interact with the client to understand the environment and the person's itinerary pattern. Who is not traveling on our Nigerian soil. It can be in Dubai today, it can be in UK tomorrow. Of course, it means maybe once in a month or once in 2 months, he will be in the country. So if I am to plant for that kind of person, even if he has security guards, he have people at home, it won't be as good as if he were to be around. So we recommend certain plants to beautify their environment. One thing is, there's always a plant for every plant lovers. All that is required is talk to the right people. When they talk to the right people, they'll be advised on the right plants. And for people who may have committed a lot of errors in choice of plants, position, location of the plants, or any form of error, it is better late than ever. Plants itself are living things. My dad is a banker, but a plant lover. I could remember while growing up, my dad would talk to the plants. He speaks to them. We just see results. We don't know how the results come. Some plant lovers would agree with me that plants communicate, and we communicate to them. So it is very important that we respect their lives. When we plant them, tend them. If you can't tend them directly, hire a professional to do it for you. If you can't hire a professional, hire a practitioner. In fact, I will recommend that we hire practitioners. Not all professionals are practicing, and the practice is what we really need. So maintenance is key. It is very important.
At what point in the lifespan or growth of a plant would you advise pruning?
It depends on the plant's choice itself. There are some plants that upon the planting, give it 6 weeks, you must start pruning or trimming. Trimming is where we need to maintain a shape for a plant, growth from not affecting the other plants. Like we have some hedge plants which we cut into a balanced straight line. There are some we cut into forming a shape. We can use it to form a ball. We cut some to form duck. You find them in parks and gardens.
So if you're forming ducks and creating images already out of plants, has that not gone beyond the scope of pruning? Isn't that landscaping?
That is landscaping. That is the art of gardening. Art in gardening. So that is pruning, trimming. I'm trying to differentiate pruning from trimming. So if it is pruning, it is where it is kind of growing beyond its scope of provided area. We prune it out. But when it is trimming, it is when we are maintaining a particular shape for the plant to help us achieve the beautification purpose for the environment.
Some garden owners have said that it's better to prune plants when after they flower and the flowers are beginning to wilt so they can flower again.
That's correct.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Okay.
Single Ixoras is a tropical plant. It's a very rugged plant. It has different color species. We have the red, we have the yellow. There is a way I use it for certain landscaping on my garden. You see, there's a season that when it flowers, you will hardly see the green leaves. It is the flowers you will find on all the hedges. So if it is a straight line or a curved shapes that we've cut it into, you just see the reddish all around. You'll be like, is this an artificial decoration? But no, it is natural. That time I won't trim it. I would allow the flowers to wither before I trim it so that it can flower faster again. However, after withering those flowers, if I don't trim it, it will take a longer time before it flowers.
Okay, now that said, sometimes in your garden you find rodents, you find insects, pests attack plants.
Yes.
What do you recommend one does?
There's a direct answer to that, which is nothing other than fumigation. When there's an attack on my plants, that is something that's about to destroy my business. I'd rather destroy that thing first. So the popular method we apply is fumigation. But over the time, and having gone through a lot of experiences, I realized that we jump at fumigation as an option to satisfy our interest of profiting, whereby technically we are killing humanity in a gradual process.
How do you mean?
Thank you very much. Every chemical, termicide, whatever it is, as long as it touches the soil, it poisons the water bank that we all drink from. Let your water have gone through whatever processes, so long as it was collected from the ground and somebody had fumigated his or her environment somewhere. So I'll explain the process. A chemical needs a point of contact to touch the soil. So I have fumigated my plants to show that it is being affected. Either that disease is taken care of, I no longer see it, or if it were a herbicide, the plant dies for the purpose I'm doing my fumigation, that root of the plant would decay on that soil where it deposits the chemical. When it touches the soil, a reaction is created that goes down into the water bank. We all dig our borehole, well, whatever, and we collect the water we drink. These things are another topic that scientists are still trying to see how we can communicate it to our brothers on how we should be careful for the choice of how we take care of our insects. Now, it's the reason we have organic way of taking care of pests in our environment. Take for example, I'll mention a few things for the advantage of viewers. Termites is a very big threat to the environment. In most cases, we apply fumigation because you see, as termite is, you can build your house, you are paying attention to the garden, that termite will be in the garden, but you don't know that termite is already eating the planks with which you made your housing roof. What you just notice is a small wind will blow one day and the sheet will blow off. You'll be wondering what happened. Before you know it, it is termite that has eaten into the planks and the nails are loose. So in most cases, traditional ways, organic ways of taking care of termites are vast. What such persons need to do is to speak with practitioners, horticulturists. I can see termite in my environment. How do I go about it? If it were a situation that you can apply chemical, we tell you. If it were a case of the termites where soil is far from rich, chemical is advisable. But if it is where soil is well all around, chemical is not advisable.
You just got me thinking about ways through which we replenish the nutrients in the soil. Thinking about manure. So this impact on the environment does it also affect inorganic fertilizer?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yes.
So inorganic fertilizer does not poison the water bank.
Yeah, inorganic fertilizer does not poison the water bank in that the components that were brought together to formulate inorganic fertilizer are such that would dissolve and go well with soil matter. Yes, for reasons that are attached to profiting. Because there's this thing about nature. When we apply a way to sustaining our environment, the environment in time becomes accustomed to that mode to being rigid. And you know, as much as we are free around here, we enjoy our freedom to be able to, if you are adopting inorganic fertilizer for your plants, it won't be easy to move to organic fertilizer for your plants, because fertilizer goes with the soil for their productions. If it were organic fertilizer, I can say today I couldn't get horse dung, I'm going to use cow dung. I couldn't get cow dung, I want to use poultry waste. I can't get that, I'll go and get pig waste. It is flexible. But inorganic, you must buy it all the time. The business is such that can be profiting today, may not be profiting tomorrow. So a time would come when the farmer may be able to afford it or not able to afford it. So to be on a safer side, it is better to get one accustomed to organic fertilizers.
Okay, so one last question before we go. As a professional horticulturist, okay, would you say the business is lucrative?
Very, very lucrative. I will say this. I think it's an opportunity for me to appreciate my dad. He raised and bred all of us into this business, whereby none of us ever apply for a job anywhere. Okay, we are rich guys. My dad will tell us it is in horticulture that you can sell 5 naira and spend all the 5 naira and nothing would happen. Your business will not go bad. Instead, your business would even become bigger. Please, what is the most profiting business around the world today? Is it oil? Gas?
People have to eat.
Voucher? Or Bitcoin? Tell me, when you make your profit, you can spend everything. You don't have to make a turnover. So what we need is people with passion, people with independent minds, who can coin out a uniqueness for him or herself. The garden business is a very wide one. Some could concentrate on just rose propagation, rose planting. If you are a rose planter, oh my God, you are a rich guy.
You're in Nigeria?
Yes, rose planter. We now have in Nigeria whereby people save roses in the fridge. You can make your order online and they will bill it to you. You use it for your wedding or for whatever decorations you want to use it for. On just palms, ornamental palms.
Talking to us again.
I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to be here with you.
It's always my pleasure too.